So, you know those terrible mobile games that you get ads for on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and, I don't know, Instagram Reels? I mean, you know the ads. There's no setup, it's just footage of gameplay of like the simplest game you've ever seen with the most superficial game loop possible. And you know, the person who's playing it in the ad plays it obviously wrong. Like it'll give them a choice between get $1 million and kill your whole family. And they'll be like, oh, I don't know, I guess kill my whole family. You know, I see those and I get that the games are like kind of satisfying in a visceral way, but like they're extremely simple. And I'm wondering, how hard is it to make one of those games? Because I'm a game developer and I think I could make one of those games in a day, honestly. So what if I did that? So I'm gonna break this down into stages. The first thing that all these games have is a minimal level of control over your character. Like you either turn on the spot or you walk to a certain point or you just get control moving left or right and your character auto moves backwards or forwards and auto shoots. Like you have one thing that you can control in these games. So I'm gonna have it so you can move back and forth, and I think that's gonna be good. And then of course you gotta have an environment with one thing to do. So I'm gonna make it that it's an infinite runner, everything's coming towards you. There's rocks and you gotta hit the rocks with your steamroller in order to break them down and you get the gold out of them. And there's going to be factories, and you take the gold to the factories to make gold bars, and there's shops, and if you have gold bars and you go to the shop, you get money, and then there'll be upgrades that come that you can spend money on to get the upgrades. And then the last thing, there's two things that are very important to games like this. One of them is the anti-challenges. Oh, do I want double points or do I want you to install a virus on my phone? This is such a hard choice. I like these even more when the good choices are green and the bad choices are red, which I guess is kind of discriminating against colorblind people, but you know which one to go for. You hit the green ones, right? And then the other thing is these games always, they have like a weird finish at the end, but it never happens at the end of the TikTok or at the end of the YouTube short. It always happens in the middle, and then they have to go again, and then the short just ends in the middle of a level later on, and you're like, why do I get to see the end of the other one, but not the end of this one? So that's what we need. We just need lateral movement, scrolling ground, scrolling rocks, refineries, shops for selling, purchasable upgrades, anti-challenge upgrades, and a big finish. Let's go! 3, 2, 1. Go. First need to make a new scene, call it gold miner, put a 3D node on it, character, body, collision shape, meshes, cylinder, duplicate that. It's gonna be like our wheels, polygon 3D, -0.4, -0.6, there we go. It's our little guy. Gotta have a big wheel at the front for smashing things. That angle, that looks pretty good. I'm already so happy with this. There's more or less the collider. Attach a script to you. Call it truck, I guess. Truck left. Truck right. Gold miner scene. I didn't put a camera. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Sky. Directional light. We have a sun now. Cool. Lateral movement done. Split. 14 minutes, 29 seconds. Scrolling ground. Make the ground shaped. That's a good ground shape. Make a second one. Now I just gotta make them scroll back. Give it a little motion indicator. Yeah, okay. That one looks good. Now I got them both going with the pop in. And I added a few more in the distance here so that the pop in isn't quite as obvious. Then this guy for spawning obstacles. Okay, got him moving back and forth down there. Now I just need to be able to mine these rocks. And there we go, I'm collecting the gold. Hit the split, and now it's factory time. Okay, and I got those changing the ores into bars. That's done. Let's hit the split. Sell gold, get money, move on to next feature. Okay, so I can buy the upgrades. There's a lot of upgrades here. Should get a lot of ores. Can I get a factory? Okay, this should be fun. Oh. I crashed the game. Okay, perfect. $1 million gives you $1 million. All virus on your computer crashes your game. All upgrades free makes all the upgrades free for the rest of the run. Double treasure duplicates everything you're carrying. And kill your whole family is self-explanatory. And that's the anti-challenges done, so hit that split. And then for the big finish, I used multi-meshes to make this big pit of gold for you to fall into at the end. Okay, here's the end and the fall all the way down into the gold. Split. Fuck, I didn't split after the anti-challenge. I forgot. Final time, 2:49:27. Water required. Oh, but where did he get the water from? Where did the water come from?